Hey guys, Jay here. Well, there's a very big storm approaching, not approaching, actually, it arrived already, and it's raining very heavily outside, and probably it is affecting some kind of like internet connection in the area where I live. Loading into maps and stuff has been very hard for me since yesterday evening. So I figured I'd probably just do another kind of video. In this video today, I want to share with you guys a not really like a guide of making currency, but I want to share with you a concept that I have been using to make currency since POE1. And apparently it just happened to work in POE2 as well. And in this case, this is an example of the traits that I've done recently. Temporalis, you can see a lot of Temporalis here. Obviously, there are other things that is sold as well, but you can see that Temporalis appears quite a lot, right? A lot of Temporalis. And yeah, some of them might be different prices. For example, this one is extremely high compared to the other ones, ranging from like 50 to 100 divine. This one is 444 divines, because this one is actually corrupted. A little bit of a story. I already actually shared it in the previous video. So I got this one because I rage vow a Temporalis, very nice roll that I got, and it got better. It got past 2 second cooldown, so it actually is better. So let me show you also a mistake that you really need to be careful here as well. Temporalis Silk Robe sold for 75 XO. This is a big loss, but apparently it turned out that it makes me rage vow that particular Temporalis, and then I hit big and I actually get more back than what I should be having. So yeah, anyway, not recommending you to vow Temporalis or probably a lot of other expensive item for profit, because probably you are going to lose money. But yeah, here is again just a lot of Temporalis all the way down, right? All the way down. This is as far as the history goes in game. So Temporalis, what is with Temporalis, right? So Temporalis is this item. The first thing you need to know about this item is it is extremely freaking rare compared to any other things in the game. Probably you will see more mirrors on the market than you can see Temporalis, because mirror is droppable. If we just look at like mirror to freaking divines, yeah, you probably will see a lot of them, right? I think if you extend this one, you probably see a lot more mirrors, because and the mirrors people used as well. So the thing is, Temporalis is extremely rare, and one other thing that makes it very good for this kind of flipping. This is a flip, by the way. One of the things that's very good is because this thing is so rare and you cannot juice the drop of it through item rarity, item quantity, juicing your map. No, you cannot do that. That is why the amount of Temporalis on trade, actually, you know what, let me just bring a trade website here, Temporalis, right? There are not many of them on the market. You probably will never see this particular number, the number here, to like anything over like 200, maybe a little bit more. If you look at something else, maybe Headhunter is a very good example, right? This is the highest tier of rarity in terms of belt, tier 0 unique or tier 1 unique or something like that. It's 29 divine, and the price seems to go up once it reached a certain threshold. When people already got their build juiced, when they got their map juiced, they are going to farm a lot more Headhunter. People are going to chance a lot of Headhunter, right? So therefore, there are a lot of extra Headhunters on the market. 4.2k, right? But Temporalis, you cannot do it. You cannot chance it. You cannot farm it. The only way that you can get it is through the zero no-hit run through Trial of Secamus. And to get the ticket, or the what is the name of it, the relic you need to use for the Trial of Secamus to actually get a Temporalis. That thing is the drop restricted from the boss of the Secamus trial as well, and you cannot juice it. You cannot juice the Trial of Secamus drop. So this is just a very rare item, and the thing is, the later you get into the league, the kind of like rare and powerful item like Temporalis, like the Palm the Dreamer here as well. I don't want to sell this one, by the way. This goes for, yeah, this amount of divines, right? I don't want to sell it. I just put it here, and later I want to use it for one of my build. This item is also the same as Temporalis, so you can potentially use the same kind of technique for flipping. You can just buy a cheap one, sell it for, you know, a couple of divines, maybe a dozen of divine, maybe 2 dozens of divines, in order to get the profit there. And yeah, this is harder to flip compared to Temporalis, because I choose Temporalis because it has this role, which is very important, which makes the price of the Temporalis actually varies a lot because of the role. So even though it's like that, I always keep one of these items when I get the money to get it, to buy it, because I know that eventually when it comes to late game, late league, sorry, the rain is very, very heavy. I cannot do anything about it. Anyway, when it comes later into the league, these kind of items, the rare one, the powerful one, is always just going to be more and more expensive. The market has a lot more currency, and the market has no way to generate the same amount of these kind of rare items compared to how much currency it is pouring into the market. And all it takes, right, all it takes, it's just one random person on the internet. For example, this one, Mr. Dead Rabbit, just posted a Blood Mage video that he used this one instead of a normal wand for clearing, which is actually very, very freaking obvious. It is so much better for clearing because it's just the Gloom Shrine, the explosion, purple explosion shrine, and extremely freaking good. But it gets to the point where enough people can afford it, and then one person make a video using it and it's good, then the price of this item actually went up. I don't think that in POE.Ninja they have the tracking for unique item for POE2 yet, but this item, right, just a few days ago was around 80 to 90 divine, and now it is 160. Again, I don't have any need to sell it for profit, so I just keep it. Temporalis, back to Temporalis, right? So let's just see the trade market. Sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit too much there. As per usual, I am always yapping more than necessary, right? So if you take a look at the Temporalis price here, the kind of floor price for this item actually went up a little bit for the last couple of days as well. It used to be around 40 divine when I first get into the flipping, and then right now it is settling around like 55, maybe sometimes it go down to 50, sometimes it go to 60 for the lowest roll, right? So here is the low roll. This is a sub 1 second roll, which is a really bad thing for Temporalis. Very, very low roll, right? So you can see here, when you see these kind of, like, this one is 1.36 seconds, this is one of mine, right? And probably you will see that around my price range, I actually don't have any competition, because if people see here, right, anywhere from 58 to 65 divine, this is just the best one. And I bought this one only for 40 divine. Just like a few hours ago, 40 divine. So what I do is I just have a light search, and when some pop up, I see if it's cheap for the roll. If it is not, then I would just leave it. If it is good, I would just go ahead and take it, and then I resell it for a little bit of profit. And the little bit of profit here often is probably on average like 10 to 15 divines per Temporalis. And if we go a little bit further down the line, right, let me see if I can have an example here. I actually just swept the market clean before I made this video. I should not have done that. I should sweep the market on camera. So it should be, it should make more sense, right? Is there any really good roll? No, actually. All the good roll is already swept away. And yeah, this is, when we get to 1.8, it is at 110 divines already. I think the price of this item is going up. And probably I would just buy, for example, right here. This is a little bit of a gap. So 1.65 cooldown, 80 divine, 1.64, roughly the same roll, right? 85 divine. But then if you scroll down a little bit more, it goes all the way to 90 divine to get something like roughly similar. So chances are, now I just buy 2 of these items. I list this one for 90. Maybe I will list this one for freaking 95 divine, because this one is the closest thing, 1.64, which is a little bit less. I will list this one. I will list the where is it? 1.65 here. I will list it. I'll actually buy it. I will prove my point, right? I'll just go ahead and buy it. I'll buy this one, and I'll buy this one. And I will relist it for money, right? So I'll buy this one, 1.65 and 1.64. And then because I make sure, right, below 98 divine, actually, below 98 divine, there is no other thing that is close to my roll at all. So I can just freely list these 2. I bought it for 80 and 85. I think I can easily sell them for 95 and 90 and profit like 10 divine per item. And I think I can do even a little bit more, right? So let's see the pricing. This one, 85 div for 1.64. The roll. No, I actually bought this one for it. Sorry. 1.64 here. 98 divine. I will get my 1.64 for 97 divine. Cut that by 1, right? 97. Again, being very careful with these kind of things, right? And this one, because it is slightly better than this thing, right? And then above 100 divine, you can see nothing is the same. This one is also 100 divine, so I put this one at 99 divine. It's very, very simple, right? And then I wait. I have never had any Temporalis like this that is on the market for more than a day. They always sold, right? So yeah, that is just basically the whole thing, right? And if you want to do the same thing, I will probably recommend you guys to watch the market, because once more people are exposed to this thing, obviously people are not going to the most obvious thing is a lot of people is going to try to do the exact same thing, which is going to ruin the market. Maybe it's not going to ruin the market if you are the first one, the second one, the third one to enter. But if you enter after like 10 people, the price of this item is going to be raised to the moon, right? Because if this whole section got bought out, just need like 10 people. Each one bought one of these, and then they raised the floor price of the Temporalis. That means that means the price of the whole item just go up. I hope that I make sense there. Sorry, again, English is not my first language, and this is a pretty fucking convoluted situation that I need to explain here. Okay, so I want to share a little bit of thought on what else can you do with this. If you cannot get into Temporalis flipping, for example, and probably after I post this video, I need to find something else to do. And so I think in this particular patch, there is a very, let me just go to POE2 Ninja, right? There is a very cool new thing that allows us to have basically an unlimited amount of options for extremely rare item that is not producible or not juiceable. So here is what I mean, right? So we go to the Rise of the Abyssal, right? And says probably we should not be going for this is corrupt. No. What I want, Headhunter is actually not a good one. Let's just say this one, Constricting Command. Constricting Command is probably a very good thing. Wrath Pith is also a very good thing to actually flip, because the rolls matter. Right, so let's just go for Constricting Command. And Constricting Command, I remember Surrounded, right? So it probably has something to do with Surrounded. I just care about this one, -5. So I just put -5. -6 is actually bad. Because, not that it does anything bad to the character, but -6 is a corruption result, and therefore it is just not good, right? Let's see. Okay, it is lagging again. As I said, my internet connection is horrible at the moment with the storm. So I don't know. Let me see if there is any other. What? A lot of people is using Mayra's Anguish. Jeez. What kind of... Ah, they just used it for Ignite Mute. Okay, I got. Comb's Heart. Comb's Heart. Comb's Heart is a very, very nice item as well. This one is a very, very big ticket. Obviously, I am choosing a standout example of unique here, but you kind of see what I mean, right? So how do we get a 3-socket unique item? The only way is you corrupt a 2-socket naturally unique and then get an extra socket on top of it. But that is very rare, because if you take a look at this, right? 2 and corrupted. No corrupted. There's only 16 of these bad boys on trade. You cannot produce a massive amount of this. So anything for the min-maxer, if you get 3 socket here, is just going to be crazy. It will never go down. Trust me, it will never go down. As time move on, when people buy these two for $255, the floor price of the item is going to be $270. And if you are the one who is rich enough to buy these two, you are going to get 15 divine profit if you sell it again. Right? So that is kind of the concept, right? For example, other item, let me just get one on top of my head here. Crown of Ice, for example. This is a pretty cool, unique to play around. Oh. Crown of Ice. 3 socket. 30 divine. I can bet your ass. I just buy this thing for 30 divine. I resell it for 35. It is going to be sold very, very quickly, right? So these are the kind of items that you cannot get a massive amount produced, no matter how hard you try. You may have a little bit more if you just like scrap the market, buy every single base and corrupt it yourself. But that by itself is a very big investment and a very big risk as well. So chances are people who do that will not get any profit. But people who just buy the final product, this one for example, if you buy this one and then you will just like relist this for 35 divine, maybe 38 divine, you will sell it pretty damn quickly once someone needs it, right? So that is the kind of whole concept. And to find a good item, you kind of need to go and either search on here, which is a POE Ninja website, and you kind of see which kind of item people are using. Don't discard the 1% here. 1% is a lot. 1% is a lot of player. Any item that showed up in this is already massively used, right? So just don't like be discouraged to see the stuff that is like 1% here. 1%, if it show up on the list of items here, it means it is a lot, right? It is used by a lot of people. So we should go for other than that, let me see. Comb's Heart. This is also a very, very fun thing, right? I don't think this is going to be, yep, 4. Of course, that is super expensive. Because this is a very, very commonly used item, a meta item, right? And what if we just have 2, but we have a lot of life, right? Yeah. Any of the item that is super damn rare here. But if you are like poor, you don't have a lot of currency to invest in, then maybe just, you know, find really good roll, good corruption, little whatever item that you can use. For example, I used to make quite a bit of currency with this item. I don't remember even the exact name. But I used to try and make a build around this item. So I remember what it does. It is the gloves here, up to 30% low magnitude, right? So normally if you want to push it with this build, you want 30%. And then you also want, this is 3 socket. There's none with 3 socket. Let's just go 2 socket. This is 2 socket. I used to get these sold for 4 divine because I bought out everything here. Because I bought everything that is 1 divine and relisted for 2 divine eventually, you know. There used to be way less than this, by the way, because this is much further down to the league, so obviously these kind of items are going to appear more on the market, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If you want to get 3 socket, for example, this is a pretty good one, right? I just buy this one and I relist it for 2 divine. Probably I will get this sold. Maybe like relist it for even 1 divine is going to be a quick sale as well, I think. Again, you see, right? This is obviously compared to the other ones, very it is actually, I think it's sold for 2 div because this is 23. No, this is 26%. Anyway. I think you got the idea, right? The idea is you need to find something that is rare and you flip it because the market is very small. So the price is very like just adjustable, or you can actually control the price much more easily. The same kind of concept just go for currency here, right? So obviously the prices of rarer item often just go up, regardless of if it is used frequently or not. Mirror, Hinocorus block, if you can buy one of those early on, obviously you will massively profit. Our annulment this league is a something like standing out because it is the price of annulment is so high. It is because of the crafting that we got, the crafting options that we got for the patch. So this is something that probably is very hard to predict unless you are really an expert. I could not predict this. I don't know this. I only realize the reason when it actually already happened. But to predict it, I just predict that this thing is going to be stabilizing the price, obviously. I know this thing is going to be big, and this thing is going to be big. That's about it. It's just going to go up in value all the time compared to the staple or the anchor of the economy, which is the divine orb, right? So yeah, that is everything. I think that is a big yap video. Hopefully, you know, it helps some of you guys out there to make a little bit more currency, right? I just invested a little bit back, but it is going to return, right? So thanks for watching. I hope you do enjoy, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I actually have made a pretty damn good version of this Earthbound Auto Spark build. That is probably going to be the next video for this channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.